How to use the HP DesignJet XL3800 multifunction printer. With automated scanning, user-centric quicksets, and post-editing capabilities, you can easily digitize your projects. On the printer control panel, tap the scan icon. Select the scan destination. Scan to network folder. Scan to network folder if a network folder has been added. Instructions on how to configure a network is available at the end of the video. Scan to USB flash drive. Select Scan to USB. Select the appropriate quickset for your scan job. You can select the file type, color mode, original paper type, and change the default file name. If paper is already inserted, then this screen displays the Start button instead of the Send button. To begin scanning, press the button. Insert the original document facing upwards, the scanning process automatically starts. Retrieve the original when the scanner releases it. Tip: to release the page, select Automatic Release in the Quick Set options, or tap Eject on the bottom left of the screen. Once scanning is complete, a preview of each copied page appears. You can browse the thumbnails. Tap Done when there are no more pages left to scan. The pages are subsequently printed. You can change the Quick Set options by tapping More options on the bottom right of the screen. How to copy. Tap Copy on the control panel. Select the appropriate quick set for your copy job. You can modify the color, quality, content type, paper source, background color removal, collate, and select the number of copies. Note, if paper is already inserted, then this screen displays the Start button instead of the Copy button. To begin copying, press the button. Insert the original document facing upwards, the scanning process automatically starts. Once scanning is complete, a preview of each copied page appears. You can browse the thumbnails. Note, tap Hide to hide the toolbar, then tap Show to display it again. Use the toolbar to change the scan options for the following pages. Tap Done when there are no more pages left to copy. The pages are subsequently printed. You can change the Quick Set options by tapping More options on the bottom right of the screen. Network folder configuration for a quickset. When configuring a network folder as a quickset, this folder will be accessible only when using the specific quickset in the printer's control panel. In the embedded web server, click Quicksets. On the Quicksets page, click the plus icon. In the table, in the Quickset type box, click Network Folder and then Next. Follow the flow to configure the network folder, 5 steps. Step 1, Name. Quickset Name. Quickset Description. Quickset Start option. Step 2, Network Folder options. Network folder path or device user's home folder attribute. Sign-in method. Use credentials of the user currently signed in, default. Use the following credentials: Windows domain, username, password, security PIN. Step 3, Options. Content type. Original paper type. Color mode. Resolution. Auto-release original. Long original. Black enhancement. Automatic deskew. File name. File type. File name preview. File size. Output size. Step 4, Summary. Step 5, Finish. For a network folder, enter the remote computer's name or IP address, the shared folders, and the username and password of the user already created on the remote computer. Leave the user domain field empty unless the user is a member of a Windows domain. If the user is only a local user of the remote computer, leave the field empty. You can use the name instead of the IP address in the server name field only if the shared folder is on a Windows computer in the same local network. Click Apply to finish the process. The default network folder will now be available and visible to the printer. Click Next to save the configuration. Note, if the product has already been configured for scanning to network/printing from networks and you now want to use a different shared folder, click the Modify icon. You can check that the shared folder remains accessible by clicking Verify in the Network Folder QuickSet configuration flow, Step 2 during QuickSet creation or at any time by modifying it, reaching Step 2. Find more helpful videos on our HP Support YouTube channel.